Today, we're diving into the 7 worst foods for your joint health, specifically your knees, hips, and feet. We're going to back everything up with the latest research, and as a bonus, we'll also provide you with the best foods to replace them. And don't worry, it's not just vegetables, and we're starting right now. Let's begin with the worst foods for arthritis. Make sure to stay tuned, because we'll share clinically proven foods you can add to your diet that can actually help improve your joint health. First, let's cover the different types of arthritis: rheumatoid, psoriatic, osteoarthritis, and gout. When most people think of arthritis, they think of osteoarthritis. Osteoarthritis isn't just about a lack of cartilage, it's also related to other metabolic factors. People often assume it's just due to being overweight and that your joints rub and wear down over time, but there's more to it. Then there's gout, which is a buildup of uric acid. Gout typically affects the big toe joint, as well as the ankles and feet. Certain foods can trigger gout attacks, and these uric acid crystals can act like razor blades in your joints. Lastly, there are autoimmune-related types of arthritis, such as rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and psoriatic arthritis, where the body mistakenly attacks itself. The key to managing these types of arthritis is reducing the inflammatory cytokines, which can help your body better fend off these attacks. Stay tuned as we dig deeper into the foods that can make a significant difference in managing and relieving joint pain. Diabetes can significantly impact joint pain because high blood sugar stiffens your tendons, which has been repeatedly proven. Controlling blood sugar is crucial since elevated levels lead to stiffer joints and tendons, and can even cause the body to attack itself, forming painful crystals in the joints. Now, let's look at foods that contribute to these issues. Processed meats like lunch meats, bacon, and smoked meats contain AGEs, advanced glycation end products, which trigger inflammation and joint pain. These foods also increase markers of inflammation, such as interleukin-6 and C-reactive protein. Healthy, unprocessed meats are a much better option for your joints. Alcohol, while beneficial in moderation, can cause issues when consumed excessively. Studies suggest that moderate alcohol, like a glass of wine a day, may be helpful, but more than 2 glasses per day for women or 3 for men can increase inflammation and harm nutrient absorption in the intestines. This leads to leaky gut and worsens inflammation. Processed carbohydrates, like donuts and sugary snacks, cause rapid blood sugar spikes, leading to stiffer tendons and more joint pressure. Instead, focus on fiber-rich foods like fruits, vegetables, and avocados, which help keep blood sugar levels stable and reduce joint stiffness. Lastly, vegetable and seed oils, high in omega-6 fatty acids, can also increase inflammation. Ideally, the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 should be 1:1, but the average American diet tends to be 25:1, promoting more inflammation. It's important to balance omega-3 and omega-6 intake to reduce joint pain. Now, let's look at some good and bad oils. Dr. Kate Shanahan, a board-certified physician, has done extensive work analyzing oils. While her website may not be the most polished, her analysis is solid. From reviewing multiple charts and expert opinions, it's clear that there are both good and bad fats. Some oils, like those with a high concentration of omega-6 fatty acids, are not ideal for our health. In fact, research has shown that when animals, like mice, have an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio greater than 20:1, they experience increased signs of inflammation, such as higher levels of C-reactive protein, and a much higher risk of cancer. The issue with oils isn't black and white. For example, we have trans fats versus omega-6 fats, and saturated fats versus unsaturated fats, all of which behave differently in the body. Some oils even produce toxic compounds when heated in a frying pan. So, while people may have strong preferences for certain oils, the truth is that many of them contribute to inflammation and other health issues. Let's move on to artificial trans fats, hydrogenated fats, and processed fats. These are the fats found in foods like microwavable popcorn, butter, fried foods, fast food, French fries, cakes, cookies, and pastries. Unfortunately, many of our favorite comfort foods are packed with trans fats. Studies have shown that while lean meats and healthy dairy contain fats that are considered good, the processed trans fats found in junk foods are a completely different story. Unlike natural fats, which can be broken down by the body, processed trans fats are artificial and the body cannot break them down efficiently. This results in harmful processes that lead to inflammation and other health issues. Consuming a diet high in these trans fats can contribute to metabolic syndrome, which increases the risk of diabetes, promotes the accumulation of waste fat, and overall raises inflammation levels in the body. These artificial fats should be avoided to protect your health. Next up is high fructose corn syrup, HFCS, which is almost pure refined sugar. HFCS is made up of 45% glucose and 55% fructose, and it's found in very high concentrations in many of the foods and beverages we consume, especially in the Western diet. Think sugary treats like cupcakes, donuts, cheap cereals, cookies, and, of course, carbonated soft drinks. Soft drinks, particularly soda, are one of the biggest offenders. HFCS is a major contributor to obesity, diabetes, and a variety of other health problems, making it another ingredient to avoid for a healthier lifestyle. Soda is, without a doubt, the number one culprit. When you're drinking soda, you're essentially consuming pure sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Studies have shown that high fructose corn syrup triggers an increase in inflammatory cytokines, which are signals in your body indicating inflammation. One study conducted on rats fed a high fructose diet found that these mice had much higher rates of cancer compared to normal mice. Additionally, when researchers measured anti-inflammatory markers in the body, they found that consuming high fructose corn syrup caused those markers to plummet dramatically. In a clinical trial comparing soda, milk, and water, soda was found to be the worst choice. While milk and water aren't perfect, they are much less harmful than soda, which was shown to have the most negative impact on health. As for diet soda, it may not be the best option, but it is still a far better choice than regular soda with high fructose corn syrup. Despite that, consuming high fructose corn syrup consistently leads to obesity, insulin resistance, diabetes, fatty liver, cancer, and a range of chronic diseases. The negative effects of sugar are undeniable at this point. As a podiatrist, I tend to be a bit biased, but I see gout frequently in the big toe and ankle. If you wake up in the morning and your big toe or ankle is throbbing, you might be dealing with gout. It's often described as feeling like someone poured sugar into your joints. The crystals from uric acid buildup can grind and destroy the cartilage in the affected area, causing intense pain and swelling. Gout flare-ups typically last from 3 to 10 days. And it's caused by an accumulation of uric acid in the blood. To manage gout, staying hydrated is key. It's important to avoid sugary foods, especially soda, which is a major contributor. You also want to cut down on fatty meats, shellfish, and crustaceans. Sweet fruit juices are another thing to avoid. I have an in-depth video on gout that I'll link below because there's so much more to say on the topic. I could talk for hours about it alone, but for now, here's a quick summary of good foods. Focus on vegetables, cherries, dark berries, and low-fat dairy. These are all great for managing gout. What you should avoid are foods and drinks that dehydrate you, like wine, as dehydration can worsen gout. Drink plenty of water, and avoid foods that contain high levels of purines, such as meats with a lot of cells, which result from DNA breakdowns. Also, steer clear of sugary drinks, foods, and refined products. These things will only make gout worse, so be mindful of what you're consuming. Now, let's talk about what you should eat instead to help with joint pain and arthritis. First on the list is turmeric and curcumin. These are powerful anti-inflammatory agents, and I've made a video discussing them in detail. Turmeric, a popular Indian spice, is a top choice. In fact, the average Indian diet includes around 2,000 milligrams of turmeric combined with curcumin daily, which is more than many supplements provide. Studies have shown that turmeric and curcumin can significantly reduce inflammation in the joints. Next, make sure you're eating fresh fish, especially those rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Fish like salmon and other freshwater varieties are great sources. Omega-3s are crucial because, as I mentioned earlier, the ideal ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids should be around 1:1. Many of us have a much higher ratio of omega-6, which promotes inflammation. Be cautious with supplements, though. Many supplements may contain only 10% omega-3s and 90% omega-6, making them ineffective. I've linked some good options below, but I encourage you to do your own research to find what works best for you. Green tea is another excellent addition to your diet. Studies have shown that green tea extract can help relieve joint pain. There are several articles and research supporting its benefits for reducing inflammation and promoting joint health. In addition, supplements like collagen, chondroitin, and glucosamine can be beneficial for joint pain relief. I've also made a video discussing the best joint pain relief supplements that can help you avoid medication, and I've linked that video here. If this information helps, please share it with friends who are also struggling with joint pain. I care about your health, and I truly hope your arthritis improves. See you in the next part.